This quick tutorial will briefly touch on the steps to shepherdize a case in print. After conducting your research, you need to use a citator to validate your research. In this instance, you have found a case in the Atlantic Reporter Second that you want to ensure is valid, that it's still good law. So therefore, you need to shepherdize it. Do your research, you found that Morin v. Travelers is an extremely helpful case to your situation. So shepardizing will tell whether it's still good law, and it'll also lead to other cases that may have relied on its holding. First, you'll need to locate in the law library the proper set of Shepard's Reporter citations that cover Atlantic Second Reporter cases. So first off, locate the volume that covers volume 704 of the Atlantic Second. 3 pages in the index to the print version of the Shepard's Reporter citation. You should be aware the first is a page which explains the Shepard citation entry for a case. This will give you an idea of what all the lists and abbreviations actually mean. A second page in the appendix is the chart which explains the case history abbreviations. So you'll know that little a means that the case was affirmed, and a big D means that the case was dismissed. A third important page in the appendix is the chart which explains the case treatment abbreviations. So you know that if you see a small d, that the opinion was distinguished from your current case. And a small f means that a subsequent opinion followed the holding in your case. Finding the correct page in the Shepard's Atlantic Citator that covers the Atlantic Reporter Second Series, volume 704, and page 1085. You can see at the beginning of the entry it shows your case name, Morin v. Travelers. Case history will follow immediately after the citation to the case. So in this instance, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court has denied allocutor. Citing cases will follow the history arranged by jurisdiction. But your job isn't done. In many instances, the bound volume of Shepard citators were printed many years ago. Make sure you update your research by checking the paper supplement, starting with the proper volume of the semi-annual cumulative supplement. In this instance, 5 cases have cited Morin since the bound citator volume was published. Finally, you'll need to check the cumulative supplement that updates the semi-annual supplement. Now, one important thing to remember is that when updating, that you check the black box that's printed on the cover of the supplements. It'll tell you what the law library should contain to ensure that that the complete set has been consulted and that you don't skip a step. In the case of Morin v. Travelers, the cumulative supplement does not have any cases dealing with or citing Morin. But be aware there is a several-month lag between when the reporters have published the opinions and the Shepard citations were published. This is perhaps why using an online citator service such as Shepard's or Keycite is a better way to go. In looking toward the future, when you graduate law school and pass the bar exam, and you may not have access to Westlaw or Lexis for Keycite or Shepard's through a firm, and the cost may seem too much for you, there are some options for online citator services available to you. One is for members of the Pennsylvania Bar Association. If you have a PA Bar membership, you'll have access to the Insight service provided by LexisNexis, which will give you cases and statutes as part of your subscription fee, and then also the ability to purchase Shepard citation reports for cases for $6 each, or then also with a state library card You can go down to the Pennsylvania Law Library, connected to the State Capitol Complex, and with an active library card, you will have the ability to, at the library, use the Westlaw database, where you can use Keysight to update your research there.